Hello, crafty cohorts. It must be a good omen because there is literally a black cat walking across my front yard right now. So, welcome. We're here for spooky season. We're here for sweets. We're here for creativity and stamping. So, you are in the right place if you at the right time. If you're here live or if you are catching me on replay, say hello. Tell me who you are, where you're from, what you like to create with your rubber stamps, ink, and paper, and if you're making something fun for Halloween. If not, you're going to be able to do something fun here in just a moment. Let us get ourselves all put together so that we can share with you what we are making today. Before we get started on our project, I do have a few announcements. Since we only meet now once a month, I have to try to catch you up on all of the happenings at Stampin' Up. So, in case you haven't heard, this month in October 2025, we are having one of the best starter kit specials. You can get the starter kit. You can choose one of these two options. You can choose $125 of paper crafting supplies and pay just $35. That includes free shipping and a paper pumpkin kit, your choice of whatever you would like, including you could choose a mini stamp and cut and emboss machine for this. You could choose our new 12 days of crafting kit, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, or give you a sneak peek of. There's lots of things. You can even choose some of the pre-order items that will be online exclusives in November for crafters. Just ask me to send it to you, and then you can choose some of those. The other option is that you can choose $189 worth of craft supplies for just $99. That's $90 more. What is it? No, 80. No, that's $90 more than usual. I have to stop and do math. Math on Monday. Not my forte. So you've got that option as well. So either one of those, and if you have questions, we're going to be talking about any questions you have about the starter kit. This enables you to get a fantastic deal or do your Christmas shopping or start a happy hobby or continue a happy hobby and get a discount for 6 months. I mean, you can't argue about that. If it's something you love, you can keep doing it. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Drop your questions in the comments, whether you're live or on replay, and I'll make sure to answer all of them. Also, starting today, we have a 30% off, up to 30% off, I should say, all of our kits, our kit collection, all of our all-inclusive kits. So that is only for 3 days, so October 6th, 7th, and 8th. Let me show you two of our new kits I pulled out to show you. We have 3 brand new kits that dropped in November. One of them is this beautiful Nutcracker Tags kit. And this makes 12 tags, but I just wanted to show you, I think I opened this up so I could pull it out, how sparkly they are. There's some sparkle and bling in this kit. This is a non-stamping kit, so you don't even have to know how to stamp. But can you see how this has some beautiful gold bling on some of the pieces of this tag? Don't worry if you're not into tags. They also make the most adorable little cards as well. You can just put these right onto your cards. I'll be sharing some ideas with this coming soon. So there's one of them. And I think that makes this kit like 12 bucks, something like that. I can't even remember now. But I mean, so affordable. And then you have all these great boxes to wrap gifts in, but these also make great gifts. This is another Christmas one. This one is a stamping kit. It's called the Calm and Bright kit. It comes with, let's see if I can find something to kind of show you the stamp set. It says Merry Christmas. It has some snowflakes, stars, a little house, and a tree. Sending joy from our house to yours. All is calm, all is bright. A Lost Lagoon ink pad. And then it makes some really lovely Lost Lagoon, Bubble Bath. I don't know what, and Pretty in Pink probably are the colors of this card kit. So I think that one makes 9 cards. And then you'll have this stamp set and ink spot to go with it. So those are just a little peek at some of the kits that are on sale for the next 3 days. And that's including all of our kits, not just Christmas kits. So go check that out at lonnie.stampinup.net. Oh, and I thought I had it on here, but I don't. You can also go to creativejuicebylonnie.com and click on Shop 24/7. So let's get into, I will show you I'll give you the sneak peek at our 12 Days of Crafting kit at the end. Remind me if you're still here so I can remember that. All right, who have we got here? I don't see anybody commenting, but I can see you liking it, so I know you're here, and I'm grateful that you're here. It's fun to be able to know who I'm talking to. Today, we're going to be using our Spooky Halloween bundle suite, I guess I should say, because I am using a lot of the things from this week. This is an online exclusive, so you have not seen it in the catalog, and it's been around for a month or two, so this is your chance to use it if you haven't had a chance to play with it today. The suite comes with stamps and coordinating dies, these fun iridescent treat bags. They're really kind of pretty with kind of a petunia pop color. It comes with this beautiful petunia pop glittery ribbon that we're going to use on our project today. Iridescent ribbon, I should say. And then it comes with some designer series paper. You may have seen my cute little birthday card that I made out of the flamingo not long ago. That was fun, a missing middle card. But here's some of the paper. So you've got these cute little characters here. A little pig who's trick-or-treating, Dracula, a Dracula bear, a bird in a ghost costume. And then I love that you have these they're Halloween colors, but you could use them for just about any other project on the backside. So if you don't use them all by Halloween, flip them over and use the backside. This is a cute one with a little cat, a spooky black cat like the one that just ran across my front yard, or pumpkins in the window, and a subtle orange timid tiger, I believe is the color that is. And then this one has little spooky sweets, some candy corn and candy, black on that side. Then I used the other sheets that had some designs. This one has our petunia pop on the back. It had some designs, and this is what I made with it. One of the things I made with it. It had some designs you could use for whole cards. Or I made, I don't know if you can see the whole thing. This is a banner, and all I did was I took the pieces, cut my little, this could go on the front of a card, but I just used it and punched holes in the top and added some of the coordinating die cuts that come with it. So I stamped "Don't Worry, Eat Sweets," stuck on my happy hippo mummy there. Here's another one. Whoop. I did use some of my Stampin' Blends to color in the backgrounds of some of the pieces that had white background, like this little guy. So that's what I did, and it's made the cutest little banner. So there's my banner with that same ribbon, and then I tied on some little pieces of black and white as well. Here I did stamp Happy Halloween that went over the top of my potion bottle, but I mean, look how cute that is. So easy. This was probably, one of the easiest banners I've ever made, because it has everything kind of already done for you. You just chop it up, punches some holes, added some timid tiger ribbon on there as well. So cute. Spooky. I did stamp spooky. Okay. You've seen it. All right. Now we've seen it. Let's get moving here. So this idea came from Connie Stewart, who created a candy bar book using Hershey candy bars. This is not hers. This is my version of hers a couple of years ago. And this one I used. Oh, wait, I'm not even going to I don't have to untie it. Ooh, almost untied it. Didn't need to do that because this is a belly band. It slides right off. And inside are 2 Hershey candy bars. They should be stuck, but they're not stuck right now. That is what she made. And then when I was at the store, I found these cute little ghost toast. Okay, I'm putting it aside. Ghost toast Kit Kats. How cute is this? They're cinnamon toast flavored cream. I've been really avoiding temptation and not eating this. So I thought, wouldn't that be fun to make it into a Halloween version with that? So we're going to be using the Spooky Halloween stamp set. And let me tell you how, and I will be putting all these measurements, by the way, on Creative Juice by Lonnie later today so that you can see them. But I'll tell you what they are as well. So we're going to start with a piece of 5" by 6 3/8" cardstock. This is Timid Tiger cardstock. You're welcome to screenshot it or just go to the website later. You're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 3 5/8. That creates our book. So I've already done that. Let's just fold it and use our bone folder to make those creases nice and folded. Remember to put the valley on the outside to make it really nice. Now I've got my book. This is the book part, okay? We'll set that aside for just a moment. I also have 2 pieces of Timid Tiger that are 2 9/16. I'll bring it up here. Yes, 9/16. You're going to have to count. By 5 7/8. That's just smaller than this front, which is, I believe, 2 3/4 by, what did I tell you it was? By 5. That should, yeah, that's about right. But I'm just thinking here, maybe it's not 5 7/8. It's 4 7/8. Let me just fix that really quick because I'm like, no, that's not right. This is 4 7/8. Okay, we'll fix that and make sure it's right on the, so it's 2 9/16 by 4 7/8. Okay, we're going to emboss those in just a moment. I'll put those aside. I also have another piece of our designer series paper. There's a bunch of different little labels or tags that you could use with your bags. So already made for you. Just cut one out. I think it's a 2 by 4. Yep, it's a 2 inches by 4 inch. And then I used some of our glimmer paper. This is the Peaceful Garden glimmer paper from our current mini catalog. And this is Secret Sea. I cut out some bats already from the center of it because nobody's going to see it when I put it over like that, right? And then I love to use my paper wisely, so cut some bats out of the middle there with your dies. We also have a belly band that is 1.5 inches by 8 1/8. I'm going to tell you how to score this right now, so we can get this out of the way. We're going to score this. Make sure you use the light gray. That's my dark gray. We want to use the light gray scoring blade. I'm preaching to the choir here so that I can remember. I'll pull this over so you can see it or take a picture. We're going to score this at 7/8. So 7/8 is between 3/4 inch and 1 inch, about halfway. Score that at 7/8. I really should have done it this way. 7/8 for you. That will make it easier because we need to go all the way out here. All right, leaving that out. 7/8 and then 3 5/8, which is between 1/2 inch and a 3/4 inch. So there's 3 5/8. 4 1/2, that's easy. And 7 1/4. I usually try to find easier measurements for you to follow, but this one really is the best way to do it. So we've got all of those places ready to go, and it's going to be like that when it's done. Okay, so that one's ready. We've already scored everything else. I think we're kind of ready to do a little bit of stamping and embossing, so let's do that. Do you have any questions about the Starter Kit Special or about the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit? please drop them in the comments and I can start answering your questions. I say everyone should try this because if you're going to spend $35 this month anyway, go ahead and get the starter kit and enjoy the discount for about 6 months. Why not? Okay, so I'm stamping in Memento ink my cute little Frankenstein image. I will color it in quickly with some of our Stampin' Blends. So I've got Granny Apple Green. One of them is dark, one of them is light. Let's see if I can figure out which one's which. So we're going to color him green, his little skin, because, you know, Frankenstein should be green, right? When you are using your Stampin' Blends, you're going to think about where you want those shadows to be low, like under his ears or under his hair. That's where the darkest color is going to be. I think I'm going to do some green down here too on his legs. Well, as long as I've got it out, we'll do it. And then you take the lighter color and blend it all together. So I'm just kind of blending that color over the dark color you already colored so that it blends and doesn't have a harsh line. You also want to leave a little space where there's no coloring. So right there by his eye, I left no coloring, a little bit of white that reflects the light. And they do it right there by his, there we go. So we've got that all colored. He's all done. Making sure I've got all the pieces colored. Oh, his ear right here. There we go. I'm going to leave that eye. He's going to have an orange spot on his eye. There we go. Cute. And some of these. Okay, so then we're also going to color down here. You can also just color one shade. It doesn't have to be 2 shades. It could be just 1 shade. But I like having a little bit of variety. That one looks like it's pretty much the same color. And we've got to color this. There we go. Where's our Petunia Pop is the next color right here. We're going to do a little bit of dark, dark, dark. And then down here. Last one is with the light. We'll just do a little bit of purple or a little Petunia Pop in there too. Wow, I'm not even staying inside the lines. Don't even worry about it. Okay, Frankenstein, he's almost ready. You could use, like I did on the other one, you could just use one of the die cuts. I did with this one, but I really wanted to use Frankenstein, so I did. Okay, somewhere I have his die cut ready to go. Let's die cut him out. I'm pulling in my big cut and emboss today because we're going to also emboss the little layers on the front. So we're going to use both of them. We'll start with die cutting. No questions yet about the starter kit? Okay, let me answer some that are common questions, and then maybe that will help you to think of some more questions you have. Some people say, oh, sorry, I'm going to hit you eat both ways. What do I have to do? What are the catches? What do I have to do to get the starter kit? Do I have to sell stuff? The answer is no. Your Stampin' Up! Business is your Stampin' Up! Business. You can be a hobby demonstrator if you just want to join for the discount. Absolutely, we love our hobbyists. Now I'm taking, by the way, when I'm doing an embossing, I'm going to take off this plate number 2. Take that one off. If you're using a regular embossing folder, and I am. In fact, you get a sneak peek. This is a new one called Beautiful Pattern. You can use any of them that you would like. I'm just going to use this one because I think it's really cute, and it's coming in November. The damask pattern would be cute for this, but I wanted to use a new one, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to use this one. The plaid, I used the Forever Plaid on my other one. Oh wait, am I doing this right? I have to stop and look. It says when I'm using a standard embossing pattern, but that one actually kind of feels like it should be 3D, I think. They didn't write that on there, so I didn't put it on there. I'm thinking it is a 3D embossing folder, so we're going to use our gray plate. Pulling it off. Yep, I can feel it. That's the right one. Back to the questions. Okay, so you can just join and enjoy the discount. Let's look at how pretty this is. So cute. You can host kit togethers if you'd like to share kits, and makes it really super simple to invite your friends over and do kits. You could be a career demonstrator if you'd like to, and sometimes we start as one kind of demonstrator and then move to a different kind of demonstrator depending on our seasons of life. There have been times when I've let my business kind of just be a hobby, and other times when I step it up a bit. So it really, there's no requirements when you buy the starter kit to sell anything. So you don't have to do that. Now, should you love that opportunity to have a discount and want to continue, as I said, you will be able to have a discount through March 2026. If you decide you want to continue between now and then, our quarterly minimums are $300 a quarter to maintain your demonstrator status, and you have until March to get to sell or buy $300. So there's that. Okay, so here's our two little pieces that we're going to put on either side of our book. This just dresses it up a little bit, gives it a little texture, makes it feel like fancy. Now, there we go. I was thinking I was going to put something on the inside, but I'm looking at this and thinking I'm going to put this on the outside. I'm going to stamp on the outside here. So I've got both of my little panels on the front and the back. Let me bring it up just closer so you can see the patterns. Now we're going to stamp on this side because, like a book has a spine, right? Let's stamp this little spine. This one says, "Don't worry, eat sweets." There we go. So our book is kind of ready now. All right, we're almost done with pretty much the whole thing, really, because now we're just going to start applying everything. We're going to adhere. The easiest way when you've got something that is perfectly aligned, like a box that you're putting together, use your tear and tape adhesive, or your Stamp and Seal Plus would work well too. I'm going to use tear and tape because I just happen to have that right here. Fold over one of the flaps, one of the ends, and then just lay this one down flat on top of it. So then when you open it, there's your little piece. Although apparently I needed to do that. Shh, don't say anything. It's not a mistake. But I wanted to just give it a little bit of room. Okay, there we go. I think that's better. Yep, that's going to work good. So there's my cute little piece right here. I do want to stamp on this little section right here. It's going to say spooky, just for fun. Now the best thing to put on when you're trying to adhere something to glimmer paper is glue dots. So let's do that. So let's see what other questions we have. We talked about $300 is the minimum to remain an active demonstrator. Let's see, I guess it would go that way. Don't worry, eat sweets, I think. So let's put our candy bars in here. We'll use also our glue dots. Pardon me. I'm going to use this pokey end of my tool right here to pick up a couple of glue dots. and glue my candy bars in. What are some of the benefits of joining my team? That might be another question you have, is why would I want to sign up with you, Lonnie? Well, that's a dang good question. Besides the fact that I'm super fun, some of the other reasons are you would be a member of my Sprinkled Ink team, which we have a great group on Facebook that we communicate with. I send out a newsletter, some training each month to my team. We also have a virtual team meeting each month. So those are some resources that will help you to get prepared and understand what's going on with Stampin' Up. So those are all things that we do. We like to celebrate you as you go along and help you in any way that you possibly can think of, or even maybe something that you can't think of. So you can decide how much you want to have help. If you decide you want a lot of help, I'm here to help you. Okay, so once we get that on, we're going to slide our belly band. Wow, that's really kind of stiff today. There we go. Okay, so I've got there we go. There's the belly band, and we're going to just wrap a little piece of our ribbon around, tie it on the end in a bow. I love bows, and I love bling, and this one has both a bow and a bling. So cute. Here's my good ribbon scissors. Everybody's got to have some good ribbon scissors. There we go. We're going to put this on with some dimensionals, and we're only going to put it onto the belly band so that the picture will also slide right off. So we'll take our dimensionals, put that little spooky thing on there right there, and then where's my little guy? Look how cute it is going to be. It is going to be so cute. We just need a couple of dimensionals on him too, just make him stand out. Stand up and stand out. I think I have them all off. So you could say spooky sweets. There we go. I just took a little piece and stamped that one already, so he's already spooky sweets. And then when you've got don't worry, eat sweets. Now that's why I didn't do it on the outside, because it gets covered up. Huh. Go figure. I apparently knew that already. So then we slide that off. We're going to stamp it on the inside too, if I can. I don't know. May not be able to since I've got those little guys down in there. So you could stamp this on the inside if you had done it before you put your ghost toast in. All right, it's all right. It's still on the outside. We'll put these guys on the inside. This was our extra blingy paper. We'll put some bats on the inside. So there you go, and then that just slides right back on when needed. Don't worry, eat sweets. You could put don't worry, eat treats. I don't care. There we go. Got to get that on there. All right, there it is. Any other questions? I don't see any here. I'm looking to see if anybody has asked any questions. Nope, haven't seen any questions. Any other questions you guys have? Let me look while I'm showing you our the 12 days of crafting. All right, I think I answered the most basic questions. What do you have to do? You can do nothing or anything. It's your business, your way. If you decide to stick with us, you will reach $300 by the end of March to remain active. That's your minimum sales is $300 a quarter, but you get the first, when you join, you have until the end of the first full quarter, which is January, February, and March. So that's why you get all of that time. You'll receive a 20% discount at least or more, depending on your sales, between now and then on your supplies. I'll be happy to help you you'll join our Sprinkled Ink team and have training via our our meetings and our newsletters, all sorts of fun things. Okay, so one of the other new things that is now in the store is this beautiful countdown 12 days of crafting kind of type of advent calendar. So there's 12 days, and it comes with a beautiful double stamp set right here with all of these stamps, all of these images. So you can see here that there's no besides kind of a poinsettia looking flower that could be pretty much anything, because you can see it here too. It's not really a poinsettia. It's not really Christmas themed, but each day you'll be opening up a door. So 12 different doors. I know that there are patterned paper behind one of the doors. Spoiler alert. There are dies, embellishments, maybe some more stamps. I don't know. Can't tell you. Well, I do know, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. So there will be all sorts of different things behind each of those calendar doors. This is a perfect gift for any crafter. It is, including the stamp set, it is $99, and the value is, I think, $120, if I'm not mistaken, of the items that are inside. They all coordinate together, and if you buy from my Stampin' Store for yourself or a loved one, you'll be receiving some exclusive tutorials using the products inside the kit. Yep, those will be coming before and after Christmas. So you'll get a few before and a few after probably. So watch for those when you order that online. All right, so we've got so many choices. That's also something you could add to your starter kit if you decide you really want that, but you don't want to spend $99. Guess what? Get it for $35. And join and use the starter kit offer. To do the starter kit offer, let me just type this in. Let's see if I can type it in. Can I type it in? Who knows? I can't tell you guys if I put an extra O in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, put an extra P. Let me get it in there. I think that's it. Did I send it? I can't tell. Tell me if you can see it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's lonnie.stampinup.net, and then you can click on Join Now. I will also put it on my Creative Juice by Lonnie blog today when I'm putting the pictures of our project up, so you can join there as well. All of the information about everything we discussed today, measurements, will all be there. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I guess I'm looking to see if there's, no other comments. Okay. You guys, I'll be back the beginning of November. What's the beginning of November? Let's look. November 3rd is our next live crafting here at Creative Juice by Lonnie. I hope you'll join me, because it's always more fun with a friend when you're here chatting along with me and enjoying some crafting. So mark your calendars, November 3rd, put a little reminder in your phone, come back and play some more. If you have questions, again, drop them in here. I will be back to answer them all. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll talk to you next month, if not sooner. See you then.